YouTube, what is up, guys? Today I got this awesome dual extrusion 3D printer slash laser engraver. Now this is the SC-10 Shark Plus. Last year I got the honor of checking out the SC-10 Shark. It was awesome. Well, this is the larger, new, and improved version of that printer. It's not out yet. I am a beta tester. I got one of the first 4 of these ever made. I got the honor of checking this thing out and I couldn't be happier with it. So let me show you guys how it's all unboxed, everything this freaking thing can do, and everything I love about it. Let's take a look. Alright guys, let's get right into it. So the unboxing experience was actually quite nice. Kind of what you'd expect from a nice 3D printer like this. Everything with laser cut foam. The one thing that I was really impressed with is they included 2 spools of PLA filament. Most 3D printers nowadays, you don't even get 1 spool. Usually you get about, I don't know, 3 meters worth, and that's really it. There was a couple little zip ties and stuff holding everything in place. Very, very well packaged. I can't really see this breaking or anything. Now the one thing I noticed right away that's the difference from the regular SC-10 Shark is this one does have a glass bed, which I do really prefer that. So once we got it all set up, put together, it only took about 10-15 minutes. First test print we wanted to do was just a benchy. I wanted to get it working good in one color before I tried dual extrusion, and then lastly we tried the laser engraver. And as you can see, these are just stock settings. I did have the regular SC-10 Shark, so I did kind of just use that Cura profile and make the build volume bigger. And as you can see here, the layer lines look perfect. Overhangs, everything printed really, really well. So I'm very impressed with that. So I decided, you know what, let's try something a little bigger. We got a small print working. It's always best to do test prints, get your printer tweaked out on something small. And now, so I wanted to go straight into doing a lithophane. Now lithophanes, these are like pictures. You take a picture, you put it in your slicing software, and as you can see here, this is going to be a quite large print. So we're going to have to do a little SpongeBob Montro here in a second.
A few moments later.
After a few moments, we got the cover of the NoFX album, The Decline. So now when I hold this up to a light, you will be able to see the picture. Now check this out. This is just so cool. Like, look at that. And I'll put the website down below that you can download any image into, and it'll give you an STL file you can put in Cura or whatever slicing software you prefer. Okay, so next I want to try a dual extrusion 3D print. So we printed Tali from South Park here, and as you can see, I have quite a bit of stringing issues. That was because my temperature settings were a little too high, and I had to make a slight adjustment to the retraction and really fine-tune my dual extrusion Cura profile. But as you can see here, yeah, the stringing was horrible, but once I pulled all the stringing off, the quality was really good. We got the texture of the blanket, but still really nice and smooth for the lines. But the one problem was the colors bled into each other a little bit, so that told me I had to adjust the nozzle switch retraction settings amount. So I wanted to print something smaller here again while I did a little test. And as you can see here, there's no stringing. It came out really, really nice. This is called the Julia vase on Thingiverse. If you guys want to download this, I did not make any of these things myself. I got them all off Thingiverse, and I think this came out quite good. I reduced the flow amount a little bit because there was some slight over extrusion, and I print this one off camera, but I thought this one turned out amazing as well. So since we got everything working good, I wanted to do something a little bigger. So we got this low poly Bulbasaur here from Pokemon, and it looks freaking awesome with the green and the blue filament. I ended up finding that 185 degrees was my sweet spot for dual extrusion prints. I got basically no stringing. If you see at the very bottom, we started it at 190, and then I turned it down about 10 minutes into the print and really fine-tuned the temperature settings. So on this printer, I think 185 degrees Celsius with, well, at least with the PLA I had, was really the sweet spot. I'm really happy with how this Pokemon came out, and yeah, one of the best dual extrusion 3D prints I think I've really ever done. It's gonna finish up here in a second. I'll show you guys some close-ups, but yeah, I could not be happier with how this one came out. Once again, the temperature tweaks and were the only little thing, but the walls printed great. Everything very, very smooth. As you can see up on the close-ups here, I really couldn't be happier with how this Alright guys, so I am quite happy with the results of the 3D prints. So now let's check out the laser engraver. So to set up the laser engraver is really simple. It just plugs in, but we're going to have to remove just these 2 screws. And then those screws are going to mount right here. Okay, and then right down here, it just plugs in. So that's all there is to this one. We're going to plug it in, make sure the sticker part, the yellow part's up. We're going to plug it in right there. And then on here, when we turn it off and we turn it back on, it'll be on laser mode instead. Oh, let's take the SD card out while it loads. You can see now it says laser carve. Okay, so that part is all set up. We still have to mount it. And the glass bed right here, it's got these clips that just come off. And then this can come right off. Okay, then really easy. All you do is you put in your piece of wood or whatever you're carving on. Get the clips out of the way. And then you can use binder clips, just regular old binder clips, to secure it, you know, really snug. Because you don't want that to move. You just put, you know, you can put 4 clips on there. But yeah, let me show you how quick and easy it is to just... All right, and just like that, in less than a couple minutes, it is all set up, basically ready to laser carve. So let me go over to the software, show you guys how to slice your own images, and we'll carve something up. All right, so let's get right into the laser software. So this is software Lotmaxx put out, and this is a beta version of the software. But as you can see, we got a black and white, gray, vector, or text. So you take whatever you want, just import it in. Here I'm sizing it a little bit so it fits a little better. Now once I get it on here, we're going to actually adjust the bed size because this printer actually is 320 by 320. So it's really cool. You can do quite large laser prints. So we're going to adjust to that. And this is just beta version of the software. By the time this printer comes out, they might refine this a little more, but I was actually really impressed with how well the software works. You're going to want to make sure you leave a little border so you don't cut off anything when you do it. That's pretty good. I probably could have went a little bit bigger, but for example, that should be fine. And then we just go down here. I found 1,000 for the power worked best. And then I think just the slower the better. You know, there's no rush with this. So I put these at 9. And those are basically the speed at which they burn at. Then we just scroll down to the bottom and you can export the file to your SD card just like you would a regular 3D print. And you just load it up. Make sure you don't look at this without your safety glasses that it comes with on, because these can burn your retinas. And you just sit back and enjoy the show. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I can't tell if I'm more impressed with the laser engraving or the 3D prints. Let me know down below what you guys think, but I absolutely love this thing. It is totally quiet, it's rock solid, it prints great. Out of the box, didn't really take anything. I will be putting my Cura profile on the Facebook page, so Lotmaxx Shark users, there's a Facebook page. I'm going to upload the file there. And if anybody gets this printer, or even if you have the last model, my Cura profile is tuned pretty darn good, and I'm quite happy with it. Everything was awesome. The software for the laser engraver, I was using just the beta version of it because this printer's not out yet, and it actually worked really, really good. It's very similar to the software from their last version, except you can change some different settings you couldn't change in that one. I really don't have a bad thing to say about it. It's super quiet. I like how you can just pick this thing up, move it around. I like that they switched to a glass bed, just because it makes it, I don't know, it's just a little nicer. And then all my printers I've checked out, like I've checked out way more printers with glass beds than the, like the new magnetic ones, or just the build tack stuff. And I'm just way more used to using glass beds. I think I don't know, I just get better results. I'm really glad they switched to that. Very, very easy to switch from laser to 3D printing. Couldn't really go wrong with this thing. I don't know when it's coming out exactly. I don't know exactly how much it's going to cost. But I was super impressed with the last Shark printer, which is a little bit smaller. But this one I am crazy impressed with. I don't print a lot of stuff that's huge, so the 3D printing I don't really need to be crazy big most of the time. But it is nice to be able to laser engrave larger items. Doing stuff like this is just really cool. Like, this is going to go up on my wall, right next to my YouTube play button or something. I don't know where I'm going to put this, but I'm really excited to put this up on the wall. And my friends have already been asking me to laser carve stuff for them, and yeah, just really, really cool. So Lotmaxx, thank you so much for letting me be one of the people to test this. Hopefully, as this comes out and stuff, I'll update the description, so when it does come out, I'll put the link down below where you guys can get it and stuff. But right now, just keep an eye out for it. And if you're into this, but maybe you want something a little cheaper, a little smaller, definitely check out their regular Lotmaxx SC-10 Shark. It is great. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support. Gonna print some more Pokemon because really happy how this turned out. Gonna make a Charmander next, and then don't really know what I'm gonna do from there. So I'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching.